Hi, I'm Nico. Today I'm going to talk about what I learned recently about sleep. We tend to think that feeling drowsy means that we're deprived of sleep, and not feeling sleepy means that we have had enough sleep. However, this might not always be the case. Even if we don't feel any drowsiness at all, it is still possible that our cognitive functions are compromised from sleep deprivation, which means we're going to make significantly more careless mistakes and decision-making errors. There is an experiment that showed this very clearly. In this experiment, they assigned the participants into two groups. One group stayed up all night silently, doing some tasks that does not involve physical exercises. The other group stayed up all night regularly doing some physical exercises to reduce drowsiness. As you might expect, the latter group, which did some physical exercises to keep them awake, felt less drowsiness the next morning. However, both groups performed equally poorly in a cognitive function test after staying up all night. I think it's such a big problem that our cognitive function could be compromised from lack of sleep without us even noticing it. To make things worse, if you haven't had enough sleep for a long time, you'd eventually get used to the drowsiness and become unaware of your sleep deprivation. I think it's very important for us to try to get enough sleep before we get used to feeling drowsy. You might be now thinking, hey, what about drinking coffee? Would caffeine make your brain function properly even in lack of sleep? As for this, no conclusion has been reached yet. Some people say that caffeine can undo the degradation of your cognitive function that came from lack of sleep, while others claim that caffeine only lightens drowsiness and doesn't improve your cognitive function. So I think it might not be a very good idea to depend too much on coffee to make up for the lack of sleep, since we don't know if it's actually effective or not.